Overview of selenium. See, in this chapter, first topic, introducing selenium. Introducing selenium. Artik, can you tell me what is selenium? Artik, can you hear me? Gayatri? Nobody.
It's a open source software. Sir, it's a open source software.
Yes, it is a open source software. Next.
And it supports various operating environments like Unix, Mac, Windows,
Okay.
etc.
Okay. See, first point, it is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. It is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. I will explain. Say, it is not a single tool like UFT, RFT, etc. UFT, single tool. RFT, single tool. But Selenium is not a single tool. It is a suite of software tools. Example, Selenium IDE, Selenium RC. RC outdated. Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. It is a suite of software tools to automate web browsers. Here 2 points. Suite of tools. Next, automate web browsers. Means it is only for automating web-based applications, not for desktop applications. For example, UFT, Unified Functional Testing, formerly QTP. UFT can automate desktop applications as well as web-based applications, but Selenium only for web-based applications. Got this point, Silpa? Any confusion?
No, sir. Got it.
Okay. Next, it is open source software. It is open source software. See, source code available on net, anybody can download and use. For example, UFT. UFT is not open source software. Vendor tool license is required. But for Selenium, no license required. Selenium also having license, Apache license, that I will explain later. But open source software. Next, Selenium supports various operating environments. See why I am comparing with UFT. UFT and Selenium are market competitors in functional test automation. See, Selenium supports various operating environments. What is the use of supporting various operating environments? Suppose our application deployed on Windows, you can use Selenium. Our application deployed on Unix, you can use Selenium. Our application deployed on Macintosh, Mac, you can use Selenium. What about UFT? Shilpa, what about UFT? Is UFT support?
Both like web-based and the desktop.
Forget about that one. Now we are discussing operating environments. Selenium versus UFT.
Yes, it supports operating. Yeah, Windows operating environment.
UFT supports only Windows operating environment, na?
Yes.
UFT doesn't support Unix environment, only Windows operating environment. Whereas Selenium supports Windows, Unix,
Windows and
Macintosh, etc.
Macintosh.
See, supports Windows, Unix, Macintosh, etc. Next, Selenium supports various browsers. Selenium supports various browsers. See, Selenium IDE doesn't support various browsers, only Mozilla Firefox. But advanced tool, Selenium WebDriver supports various browsers. What are the browsers? Mozilla Firefox. Next, Internet Explorer. Next, Google Chrome. Next, Safari, etc. Next point, Selenium supports various programming languages for enhancing test cases. Selenium supports various programming languages to enhance test cases. What are the supporting languages? Have any idea, Paramita? Selenium supporting programming languages? It supports nearly 6
Java,
programming languages. Java,
C, C Sharp,
C Sharp, C Sharp.net,
.NET, Python, Ruby,
Perl,
yes,
Perl, Python, PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor, PHP, next Ruby. See, in our training program, we use Java. Why Java? See, as per industry survey, nearly 77% Selenium testers using Java. Nearly 77% Selenium testers using Java, and most of the help documentation and implementations available in Java only. If we use C Sharp, Perl or Python, less documentation available and less support available. So nowadays most of the companies using Java. So in our training program also we will discuss Java. What about UFT? Gayatri, what about UFT?
Yes, sir. VB scripting.
VB script. Yes, UFT supports VB script only for enhancing tests. UFT doesn't support any other programming languages, but Selenium supports various programming languages. You can choose any one programming language, but use Java. Why Java, Silpa? Why Java? Why can't we use other programming languages for testing, for enhancing test cases? Why
Because
Java?
of the web-based.
Pardon?
Maybe because of the web-based applications.
Try to concentrate. You tell me, Paramita, why Java? Already I told.
Because Java, it's first of all open source software.
Java
And
open source.
and
What about Perl?
no,
Perl also open source. Python also open source. PHP also open source.
For enhancing the test cases.
Aarti, why Java?
There are a couple of reasons.
Hmm.
It's a platform independent, and most of the documentation support Java compared to other languages, and the implementation documents available for only in Java.
Okay. See, already I told. One is market advantage. Nearly 77% Selenium testers using Java. Most of the help documentation and implementations available in Java. That's why we prefer Java. Any confusion, Silpa?
No, sir.
Okay. And one more thing, in future you can get more clarity. Here focus on 4 concepts. Focus on 4 concepts. Anyhow, that I will elaborate it. Just a brief idea. Focus on 4 concepts in this Selenium. First one, Java programming. Java programming. What is the purpose of Java programming in our test automation? For enhancing test cases. For enhancing test cases. Sindhu, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, sir. Yeah, I can.
Can you view my desktop?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Put mute. Whenever you want to ask any question, unmute and ask, and again put mute. Okay?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay. See, try to focus on 4 concepts. This is suggestion. One is Java programming. How much Java is required, that I will explain. For our test automation using Selenium, core Java is enough. Advanced Java is not required. Server-side programming is not required. Core Java enough. That I will introduce. From variables to methods and OOPS concepts I will introduce. Okay, Java programming for enhancing test cases. See, terms vary from one environment to another. In UFT, formerly QTP, no test case term, test or test script. Here in Selenium, we use test case, that is official term, test case, or you can use test script also, or test also, but official term is test case. Selenium test case. Next, UFT test, not UFT test case. Okay. Java programming for enhancing test cases. What is enhancing? Modification is different. Enhancing is different. Modifications means with respect to changes in requirements, modifying test cases, that is different. Enhancing test cases means inserting verification points, parameterization, synchronization if required. Next, error handling, etc. That is enhancing test cases. What is enhancing test cases, Gayatri? Tell me one or two examples for enhancing test cases. Inserting verification points. Next.
Yeah. Inserting verification points, parameterization, synchronization, error handling, all these are part of enhancing test cases.
Yes, enhancing test cases. Adding meaningful comments also enhancing test cases. Okay. Next,
yes.
Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? It is one of the tool or component of Selenium. Already we discussed Selenium is suite of tools. Selenium is not a single tool like UFT or RFT or Silk test. It is suite of tools. Selenium WebDriver is one of the important tool in Selenium suite. What is the purpose of Selenium WebDriver? Any idea, Paramita Roy? What is the purpose of Selenium WebDriver in our test automation?
So it's enhancing the test cases?
Enhancing test cases, Java programming.
WebDriver, no sir, no idea.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. What about that new person? What is her name? Sindhu, have any idea?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. For identifying elements, elements means objects. See, in UFT, formerly QTP, we use object term, object. Here, element. Okay, both are synonyms. For identifying elements, what are the elements in web environment? Selenium is only for automating web-based applications. What are the elements in web-based environment? Can you tell me, Silpa, what are the objects available in web environment? General question. What are the objects or elements in web applications? You need to familiar with elements. Our tool is element based tool or object based tool.
Like
very simple.
Like web page.
Button is element, link is element,
Link.
edit box is element, radio button, check box, list box, drop down box, combo box, etc. All these are elements. For identifying elements means objects. For identifying elements and performing operations. Operation is general term, method is technical term. For performing operations on elements or objects. This is the purpose of WebDriver. For example, Gmail login is there. Just a minute. Gmail login is there. Just a minute. Observe, Paramita. The selected one. What is this one? Edit box na?
Text box. Yeah. Sorry, edit box. Yes.
Edit box. Edit box is element. First we have to identify that element. Next, suppose I am entering this data. What is this one? Operation on that element na?
Yes, sir.
See, edit box is element or object. Entering a value is operation. So next button is there. This is button. Identifying this button is element identification. Click Click is operation. Click is operation. Try to differentiate these two things, element and operation. Okay, na Sindhu, element and operation? Any confusion?
Yes, got it, sir. No.
First, identifying elements, then performing operations on elements. For example, suppose Google homepage is there, Gmail link is there. Identifying this link, that is element identification or object identification. Click Gmail link. Click is operation. Okay. See, identifying elements and performing operations on elements. That is the purpose of Selenium WebDriver. Next, TestNG. TestNG, a framework, TestNG framework. Another is JUnit also there, but TestNG is advanced one. What is the purpose of TestNG framework in our test automation using Selenium? See, Selenium WebDriver doesn't have built-in reporting facility. Suppose UFT has built-in reporting facility. If you execute any test, it will provide test result in result window. But here, no such type of result reporting facility in Selenium WebDriver. For that, you can use TestNG. What is the purpose of TestNG? For providing test reports, detailed test reports in HTML format. Next, grouping test cases. Next, data-driven testing, parameterization. Data-driven testing. Next, one more facility, parallel test execution. Parallel test execution. Parallel test execution. Okay, three things only. You focus on these three things. In our training program also, we'll focus on these three things. Java programming, Selenium WebDriver, TestNG framework. Okay, this is a brief introduction about first topic, introducing Selenium. See, chapter is overview of Selenium. First topic, introducing Selenium. Just tell me the headlines, Silpa. I think 4 or 5 points we discussed. 4 points.
On the Selenium? Okay, I mean the overview of the Selenium is like...
See, just a minute. Overview of Selenium is chapter name. Under overview of Selenium, first topic, introducing Selenium. Under introducing Selenium topic, 4 points we discussed. Chapter topic points. First point, Selenium is a suite of tools to automate web browsers. Second point,
it's an open source software.
It's open source software. Next, third point,
supports various operating environments.
Windows, Unix, Macintosh, etc. Next, fourth point,
support various browsers like Google Chrome,
Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, etc. Next, fifth point,
supports various program languages to enhance the test cases.
Java, C, Perl, Python, PHP, Ruby. Next, one suggestion I told, focus on 3 concepts. What are the 3 concepts?
It's Java programming and Selenium WebDriver And a TestNG.
TestNG framework. Okay, this is first. Next, second topic in this chapter. Just a minute. See, overview of Selenium, introducing Selenium, A, B, C, D, E, 5 topics, 5 points we discussed. Next, history of Selenium project. Footnote, history of Selenium project. See, I will provide brief history. First, Selenium first came to life in 2004. 11 years completed. See, UFT launched in 2002, formerly QTP, 2002. 13 years completed. Selenium 11 years completed. Selenium first came to life in 2004. Next, major change in Selenium suite. WebDriver interface was launched at Google in 2006. WebDriver interface is one of Selenium's tool. What is interface? I will explain in Java OOPS concepts. WebDriver interface was launched at Google in 2006. Next, in 2008, WebDriver merged with RC, Selenium RC, then called as Selenium 2. See, in 2008, WebDriver, single word, WebDriver merged with Selenium RC, remote control, called as Selenium 2. Selenium 2. See, successor of Selenium RC is WebDriver. Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, both are same in purpose. Observe Paramita Rai. Selenium RC, old one. Selenium WebDriver, latest one. Okay, launched in 2006 only. Almost all 8 years completed. But it is advanced. Selenium, successor of Selenium RC is Selenium WebDriver. Both are same in purpose. Now Selenium RC is outdated. No need to learn Selenium RC. Why, Paramita? Why we no need to learn Selenium RC?
It's like
Gayatri. Gayatri.
Yes.
Why we no need to learn Selenium RC? Or
so it's an old version.
Not old version. Old tool. Old tool.
Old tool. Okay.
You tell me, Arti, correct reason why we no need to learn Selenium RC?
WebDriver merged Because the Selenium WebDriver merged with the Selenium RC.
Okay. See, with same features and some advanced features, WebDriver launched. So you no need to learn Selenium RC. See, WebDriver is replacement of Selenium RC, isn't it? Gayatri, getting the point?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Gayatri. Paramita, getting that point?
So can you explain again? Sorry for interruption.
See, Selenium, see, replacement of Selenium RC is Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver designed with same features of Selenium RC and some advanced features also added. Then why we need to learn Selenium RC? Getting this point?
Okay. Yeah.
Selenium WebDriver is replacement of Selenium RC. Any confusion? Be sharp. You tell me, Gayatri. Any confusion? Why not responding? What about you, Sindhu?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Tell me, Paramita, any confusion?
No, sir. It's like the WebDriver. It's a replacement of the RC, Selenium RC.
And one more thing. In addition, some advanced features also available in Selenium WebDriver. See, in order to overcome drawbacks of Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver launched. Got this point?
Yes.
So you no need to learn Selenium RC. Selenium WebDriver developed using same features of Selenium RC and added some advanced features also. In order to overcome Selenium RC drawbacks, Selenium WebDriver launched. I will explain Selenium 1.0, Selenium 2.0. What is Selenium 1.0? See, Selenium IDE plus Selenium RC plus Selenium Grid. It's called Selenium 1.0. Next, Selenium IDE plus Selenium RC plus Selenium WebDriver plus Selenium Grid. Selenium 2.0. Already we discussed replacement of Selenium RC is Selenium WebDriver. Then why Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver in Selenium 2? See here, why they carried the Selenium RC in Selenium 2? For maintenance projects. See, some old projects developed in test cases developed in Selenium RC. For maintenance purpose, they merged Selenium RC also in Selenium 2. Getting this point, Gayatri? Aarti? Aarti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, Sindhu, why Selenium RC again available in Selenium 2.0?
Because the previous projects we need where Selenium RC was used.
See, for maintenance project purpose, Selenium, they carried Selenium RC also. Paramita Rai, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this is a brief introduction about Selenium project history. Next, Selenium license. Already we discussed Selenium is open source software, but it has license. All Selenium projects released under the license of Apache 2. All Selenium projects released under the license of Apache 2.0. See, Selenium is open source software, free software, but it has a license Apache 2 license. What is Apache 2 license? Just a minute. I will give one small case study. Anybody can download and use all Selenium tools with free of cost. See, anybody can download all Selenium tools with free of cost. Next, anybody can modify the source code. Suppose if you want to modify the source code, you can modify. If you have programming knowledge, you can modify the source code according to your company requirements. Anybody can modify the source code. Next, anybody can distribute the source code. You can distribute to any other company or any other person. No issue. Anybody can distribute the source code. One point is there. The core concept of Apache 2 license. Selling the modified code is not allowed. Selling the modified code is not allowed. Suppose I downloaded Selenium software, enhanced some features with our programming knowledge. After enhancing, selling that modified code to any other is not allowed. Getting this point, Sindhu? What is the core concept of Apache 2.0 license?
Selling the modified code is not allowed at all.
Then what are the advantages of Apache 2 license? Anybody can download.
We can download it for free. We
download
can
and use.
Modify the source code. Distribute the same. Anybody can distribute the same code.
Anybody can distribute the source code, but selling the modified code is not allowed.
Yes.
Okay, na? Paramita, shall we move to next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.